We are back with Tell Me Why. And we're about to check out these guys' bedroom, so let's do it. Well, first off, let's check out this awesome balcony. Do you know what it is like? I didn't have a mezzanine balcony like this as a kid. I'd never have. I don't think that most houses in the UK don't have this.
I'm
But
sure it's still there. I should
what is
check our
still there?
bedroom upstairs. Yo, what are you doing down there?
What do you think I'm doing? Trying to figure out if anything in Marianne's mess is worth keeping.
Any progress?
Not really. What about you? What are you doing up there?
I'm plotting world domination, mate.
Just plotting world domination.
Ah, it's a big responsibility. Not sure if you can hack it, Ronan.
Oh, ye of little faith.
I guess it is about time to check our bedroom.
Yeah, imagine having a balcony like this as a kid, like just launching cars off this. It would be awesome.
Where'd you come from?
What is it? A Tale of Two Swords. Is that it? Absolutely nothing. Nothing of value. Come on then. Hey, it looks like a big room. Hold on, where's the parents' room? Oh, it was downstairs, wasn't it?
No, this feels like home.
It's huge. Alright, what do we have?
Hey, the postcard we sent ourselves from Juno.
Forever alone.
What?
We barely had any friends. We even had to be our own pen pals.
Hello, Alison and Ollie. We are writing from the past. What is it like in the future? Anyway, Juno is super cool. We took the tramway all the way up. Ollie was scared. Liar. We got some books, but Mummy went to the restaurant at night and forgot them. It was cool. There were lots of whales on the ferry. No, there weren't any in the water. Sorry. No, there wasn't. They were in the water, stupid. Anyway, here's a postcard to remind you how awesome we are, especially me, A&O. Alright then. Want to find the loot. Oh, it's another one of them teddy bears we found underneath the house. I wonder if I want to check it arsehole out as
Hey,
well.
buddy. It's been a long time.
Yeah, let me see that ass. Oh, that's why I checked the
This
booty.
one wasn't mine.
So I wonder if he removed the name off the bottom of his other teddy. Because he doesn't want to be called Ollie anymore.
Look how small these beds are.
We were so little.
Yeah.
Bunk beds are pretty nice. I did used to have bunk beds, although I didn't have a bed on the bottom. It was just a bed on the top. And there was like a little desk or some cupboard underneath. Pretty cool sleeping up
I
high.
never appreciated that whenever we asked for a TV, she'd just bring home a big stack of books.
I think she did us a favor with that one.
You may not agree when we start digging into the HBO back catalog.
We'll see.
Huh. I think that's a bit weird, innit? Like, parents who don't let their kids have a TV and stuff. Like, that's a bit strange in modern day. When's this game set? I've actually forgot.
Ugh. Some of our old toys give me the creeps.
Now, is this something that they bought? Or is this something that they made? Because if it's something that they made, it could be maybe a manifestation. I hope it does get a bit more supernatural than just telepathy. We might be getting chased by demons.
Look what I found.
What?
Only our greatest creation, the Book of Goblins.
Seriously? It was in that chest the whole time?
All these stories.
I had ideas for so many more.
Marianne wrote a lot of them.
Yeah. It's one of the only times I remember her being at peace.
Bloody hell, I'm just flicking through there. Right bumper and left bumper's next story and previous story. Look, the stories are at the top. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 stories. And there's what? There's 2 pages There's 2 pages for every story. I was planning on reading one of these, but sorry, it's not going to happen. There's far too much there. Right, let's go.
Where is it?
You looking for something in particular?
My diary.
You never told me about it.
Yeah. With the way Marianne was, I tried extra hard to keep it a secret. Marianne. Yeah, that day she found out about it.
It's weird how he calls her Marianne and not his mom. Then again, he did stab her, like.
Mom? Mom! Mom, where is it? What did you do with it?
What now?
I can't find my diary. I know you stole it. Give it back.
Sweetie, whatever I do, it's just for your benefit.
You read it, didn't you? You had no right to do that.
I have the right to do whatever I need to protect my little girl.
I'm not your girl. I hate you.
You will always be my little girl. And no matter how hard you fight me, I'll fight twice as hard to keep you safe.
She seems like a good parent. I don't understand why that.
I don't know how I never saw it coming. She told me right to my face. She was willing to hurt me, to keep me from transitioning.
Did she? Or is this in a different memory? She said she'd do everything to protect her.
Tyler, there is no way you could have known she'd go that far.
I want my diary back. Her room was the only place I didn't look.
Okay, but do you need to get it, like, now?
That diary was important to me, Allison. Writing down my thoughts helped me realize who I am.
Well,
Mate.
then let's go find it.
Mate. See, this is the... Do you know what it is? This is the problem with fucking people these days, right?
You
Oh,
think
I
her
need
room
to...
is still locked?
It always was. I'm not looking forward to going in there.
I
Right, come
know,
on.
But we'll have to eventually, and I
Like-
need it back.
People are always like, I need to realize who I am, my inner self. Mate, you don't. Just act like a normal fucking human being and go out and do shit. You don't need to realize who you are. You are who you are. You know what I mean? Like, you can't change that, like, realizing how you are. It's like these spiritual fucks, man. It does me head in. Actually, you know what it is? It's not even people that are spiritual. It's people that think and pretend they're spiritual and they're full of shit. Right, that's... Oh, hello.
The Ice King finally caught the hag. His furious voice could be heard throughout the forest. For your wickedness, you will be eternally bound to the lake. What? No way. Quiet, let me finish. You will no longer be allowed to leave. Not even under a full moon. The moon hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to escape. And then the title. What do you think? Not bad, right?
I guess that's okay. But I would have changed the end.
What? No way!
The Ice King. I totally forgot about him.
That's because it was dangerous to mention his name. He was too powerful.
The Ice King was too powerful. Too powerful for the story. Oh, we're going to the bedroom, aren't we? Yeah, we go. Let's do it.
Hold up.
What?
Remember this?
Unfortunately.
You must solve my riddle to earn the right to enter the princess's sanctum.
Nothing a good hard shove won't take care of.
I mean, yes, we could brute force it, but it might be kind of fun to finally solve it, right?
We have different definitions of the word fun.
Okay, well, if we break it, we're just gonna have to fix it for the sale. So let's at least try not to. You have the Book of Goblins?
What?
Yep.
Hand it over.
Are we trying to find the key?
What are you looking for?
The image on the door, it's making me think of a story from the book. One that Marianne wrote.
You have a way better memory than me.
Well, the Book of Goblins was my creation.
And you'll never let anyone forget it.
Here it is. The one about the princess's party. Give it a read. I think the symbols may represent something in the story.
Ah, so this is what
First
this
ghost
little...
memories, now storybook puzzles.
This is what this book's gonna do. It's gonna be
What
like a
weird day.
way to solve
What
puzzles.
a weird childhood.
Touche.
Although that's a bit weird, because is that the only way we're going to be able to solve puzzles is by reading the stories? And hold on, sorry, let me just get this straight. Who designed a door in a house that's got a fucking a 3-pin twist lock on it? Like what? Who was the mother? A master craftsmanship. And why would she go out? You know what it is? The mother might actually be tapped. Because if you have a parent that puts this on a door to lock it, instead of just a regular key, there's something seriously wrong with them. Okay, right, Book of Goblins, let's have a look. What did she say? The Ice Queen or something? I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest. Wait there. Index. Ice Queen. Bane the Princess. Beaver. Oh, it was the Princess's party. Yes, I remember. Right, wait there. I'm gonna have to read this. Once upon a time, Princess was happy. She... Wait there, what am I even looking at? 2 seconds. Oh, we've got 5 animals. Right, wait there. What animals have we got? Oh, I'm pressing all the buttons and I'm not getting anywhere. Right. Their forest friends showed up at the door. They were headed by the pelican, pious and attentive, organised by the moose. Old bear was there. The big frog. The haughty muskrat. So those are the animals, aren't they? The bear invited her to ride his back. Blah, blah, blah. It was a good party. Air was filled with lights. Frog mixed the drinks. Oh, it's bloody 4 pages. Right, hold on. The best thing to do is always read the start and then read the end. Princess thought about her friends and she smiled. Certainly fairy, she said. I may have been thoughtless, but I appreciate that all my friends have given me and all they have done for me. She gave her answers and the vexed fairies were forced to restore the party in a flash of colourful light. Gave the animals a hug and thanked them for the presents. She opened the second box. Inside there was a magic sword. Oh, okay. I know what this is. Wait there. Where's the first box? The princess opened the first box. Inside was a torch. Oh, I thought that picture. I thought it was a tablecloth with some pictures on it. It's not. Those are presents. Right, and how does that help me? I thought it was clever. I was like, oh, those are presents, but how does it even help? Right. Because you've taken your friends for granted, called the naughty fairies, we've hidden them from you. But we like games. Guess who has given you each of the presents and you'll get your friends back. Ah, okay. The torch which when lit reveals the truth. What animal's truthful? The sword to defend them. Probably the bear, that one, isn't it? Third box was a bag of coins that provided money. Okay. Right. Truthful. Right, well I know we'll go with the bear. He's vicious. Truthful. I don't know. Money. What creature likes money? Wait there. It tells you this in the first paragraph, doesn't it? They were headed by the pelican, pious and attentive. I'm sure pious means you like money or something, or you're good with money. I might be wrong, like. Right. So what is truthful? They were headed by the Pelican, pious and attentive, and organised by the most stalwart and far-sighted. Stalwart is that truthful? Big frog prattling, muskrat who came out at night. It's only going to be the moose or the muskrat. The muskrat because it can see. That's why you might need a torch, right, Howard? It was a moose. Okay, fair enough. There's a moose loose about this house. Let me in. Yeah, I don't know how my mother managed to craft a door of that complexity, but it was impressive.
And boom, we're in.
After so many years, I expected this to feel more, you know, like a win.
Speak for yourself. I'm the one who solved the riddle.
Why do I feel like you're not gonna let me forget that?
I'm the puzzle master, mate.
Where do you think we should start looking?
Always look.
Where in this mess would she stash someone else's personal thoughts?
A vibrator drawer. Always stash the best loot in your vibrator drawer. There it is. There's the drawer. Let's have a look about first.
I just can't get through. Whatever's going on, they won't let me in. They used to tell me everything, but they shut me out, Tessa. They've shut me out. I've had so much on my plate lately, and they're convinced I'm the enemy, and I don't know why. I need them. I need my goblins.
See, do you know what it is?
We heard her crying. We listened through the door.
Seeing her like this, as if she's still here,
It really sucks.
she was really coming apart those last few months, wasn't she?
You're like, I wonder where the dad is. You know what I mean? Like, because by the looks of it, she was a single parent. We don't know what happened to the dad yet. Or we might have briefly heard, but I cannot recall. It can be really hard if you haven't got a support network, right? Like, I know there's statistics that say that
So she was standing here, spying through the window, drawing us while we played.
She always had her eye on us.
My entire body just shivered.
I know there's statistics out there saying that children grow up to be better prepared for the world and better adjusted in a solid family unit where you've got a mother and a father present at all times. Don't get us wrong, that is probably true. Well, the statistics point to that. But I do know with single parents can bring up just as good, well-adjusted children as like a full family unit. But the trouble is if that parent can't cope, because you've got no one to share that burden on. Like, all of the problems are your problems. You've got to solve them, and that can be pretty intimidating. You know what I mean? By the looks of things, their mother couldn't cope with everything that's going on, having to look after two children. And if you haven't got a good support network, then you're gonna crumble. You know what I mean? And that looks like what's happened to her. And don't get us wrong, I was raised by a single mom, but she coped. Well, my mum's an absolute beast. she coped, no problem at all. But I can imagine if she wasn't as strong or well-adjusted herself, it could be really, really tough. Right, what am I doing? Alright, let's look in the vibrator drawer. That's what I want to do. Oh, look what we found. We found meds.
Oh, this explains a lot.
They're mostly full. She was too stubborn to take medication.
Also, she didn't take it.
She always had to have a picture of us close by.
Why this picture, though? I mean, do you see the expression on our faces?
Nice. Now wait there, what was she looking at? Oh, she was looking at this picture. See, do you know what it is? Like, these two kids were their mother's world. And when... And the kids aren't to know, but when the kids were started to, like, withdraw, it's probably tore the mother apart. It's really sad, that.
Straight in the trash?
No. I bet we could sell it on the internet.
True. Maybe we could sell it to the guy who collects John Wayne Gacy's clown paintings. I tried to read this one. I can never figure out the order of the chapters, though.
Didn't the
Timeless
author go
sea.
insane or something? No wonder Marianne liked it.
She and Tessa were best friends. Until suddenly they weren't. Wonder what happened.
Either Tessa got sick of Marianne's moods, or Marianne got sick of Tessa's judgment.
See, there you go. That's another issue. Like, what people don't want to do is, even if you've got great friends, you don't want to unload your problems
All
onto
this
them.
place needs is a quick clean, and it'll be ready to go.
Like,
If only.
don't get us wrong, your friends should be there for in times of crisis, but at the same time, friends are an escape from any problems you're having, you know what I mean? Oh, got it.
It's here. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Do you think she read it?
Of course. She was nosy as hell.
Oh, raising your transgender child? Virtue Seekers Youth Camp presented the Alliance of Traditional Families. So she did know. And she was trying to like find out the best way to tackle
Tyler.
the situation.
What?
Look.
Oh, that's gonna be a kick in the nuts for him.
What? Where did you find that?
It was on her desk with her papers.
Seriously? Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, we gotta be really careful not to overthink this.
But it doesn't make any sense. She was mad, right? She was mad I cut my hair. She attacked me because I cut my hair.
I don't think she did.
She was mad and she attacked you. We both saw it.
Then what is this shit?
I don't know. I don't know. Tyler, come here.
She can't do this to me. Not now. When I've finally made sense of a few things.
Well, that was your first mistake. Thinking the world made any kind of sense. "10 years in the grave, and she's still finding new ways to piss us off."
What the hell? How's she finding new ways to piss you off? She didn't do anything? These kids are dickheads, honestly.
I think I need some air.
So basically, she was trying to find out the best way to raise her child or to understand the situation, and these people still hate her for it. What? You two are grown adults, and he's acting like children. There you go. This is an example of one of the single parent families that are fucking completely messed up. I don't know. Like, I think. I know what it is. I forgot the name of the. There's a special word for when you make a lie become truth. I forgot what it is, but when you tell yourself something, when you tell yourself a lie for a long period of time,
Really, really sure?
you and other people around you believe it.
I am. Do it.
And that becomes the truth even though it's not. That's what's happened to these two kids, I think.
Okay. Here we go. Whoa. Is it all gone?
No wonder. No wonder the mum was angry. Look at the state of that haircut.
It looks amazing. Really? Yeah. I can't wait to show Mom. She's been so sad lately. More than sad. She's been scary. Yeah, but not tonight, though. It was almost like a party. Thank you, Allison. You don't have to thank me. You're my sister. I feel more like your brother. Brother, sister, we look out for each other. But I'm pretty sure I just gave you a really bad haircut.
Oh, you definitely did. But this is another thing. Wait there, I've got something to say, but I'll wait till the cutscene.
Mom? Mom?
Oh, this is going to be what happened in it.
God. Okay, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm just okay.
Mom?
Oh.
Oh no. No, 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 no. This is wrong. This is all wrong.
Wait! Stop!
I think she was going to kill herself. She wasn't going to kill the children, was she? I think she was going to commit suicide there. Right, wait there. Hold that thought, right? Okay, so just a point I want to touch on there. When they were sat on the bed and Tyler or Ollie said, I feel more like your brother than a sister. My question would be, what is it to feel like a brother? Like, do you know what I mean? What if you feel to feel like a brother suggests that only a man acts in a certain way. Do you know what I mean? But I know we've come a long way when we said like I do think I think men and women act differently. I do. That's my belief. But I know a lot of people don't, and think everyone's the same. When I don't believe that. I believe everyone is individually different, but also there's differences between men and women. But for me to go, if I said, oh, I feel more like a sister. What does it mean to feel more like a sister? What does it mean to feel more like a brother? Do you know what I mean? So I don't understand that way of thinking. Whereas the only thing that makes me a man, in my opinion, the only thing that makes me a man is the fact that I've got a dick. Nothing else. Because everything else is open to like my attitude, my beliefs, it's all influenced by my upbringing, by my social circle, by the environment that I live in. So that can be the same regardless of your gender. But the only thing that makes me a man is what's between my legs. So I couldn't, even as a boy, I couldn't tell you what it means to be a brother. Because even that would change. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it means protective over someone, well, I know a lot of sisters that are protective over their other sisters. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that line of thinking. It's weird. It's actually a complex issue, but it's interesting.
glad we found your diary.
Me too.
I guess she was trying to figure out where you were at.
Yeah, well, she should have asked. I wasn't some goddamn research project. I was her child.
Mate, you are so clueless.
About the book.
Raising your transgender child? Do you even know how rare these books were in 2005?
Exactly. So she went out of her way to get
She
that?
Trying to figure out how to support me?
Maybe?
Which, she wasn't trying. She never...
It doesn't make sense. I know. You cutting your hair was what set her off, right?
Allison, she read my diary. She already knew. It wasn't my hair. And if we were wrong about that... Fuck.
You think she read it. It's possible she never even opened the diary, and that things are exactly like we always thought they were.
But if she did, and they aren't...
God, Tyler. Sure. I mean, we could have been wrong. But what good does it do to ask the question now?
You mean other than not having to live with the thought that my mom tried to kill me for being me?
Tyler, I know you want there to be something to find. Something that'll make it all make sense. But she was unhinged.
So that's it then. She was crazy. Nothing else to say.
I think we'd be better off if we tried to move on.
Why don't we talk to a few people who knew her? See if that book makes any sense to them.
People don't want to talk about Marianne. They pretend like that night never happened.
Right, so Tessa. Tessa is our mum's best friend, or was. That's the girl we saw in the picture. Yeah, I think that these are remembering... Whatever happened was traumatic in their childhood. But they've remembered it falsely. They've possibly conned themselves into believing something that makes it easier for them to live with. Because if they do live with the fact that they destroyed their mother when their mother was doing nothing but try to be helpful, or their mother was struggling, it's going to make it even more difficult for these people to come to terms with what actually happened. It's an effective trauma. Sometimes you believe it happened in a different way than it did. Okay, so maybe Tessa has answers.
What about Tessa? She was Marianne's closest friend. Let's ask her about it.
Sure. But I'll warn you, she's particularly touchy about this subject.
Well, maybe she'll talk to me. I was always her favorite.
Operative word was. But we need to go by the store anyway, to get a few things for the repairs.
Great. 2 seagulls, 1 stale hunk of bread.
I'm not sure I like that analogy.
Listen, I know you don't want to keep talking about this.
But you're obviously not going to be satisfied until we do. So let's talk.
Okay, so this is we're getting to the brass balls here. What's wrong?
You've been on edge all day. Is there something more going on with you?
It's nothing.
Pretty sure it's not nothing. And I'd like us to be on the same page.
I thought we were on the same page. Sell this place as quick as possible and move on.
See, this is another thing. Do you know what it is, right? What these need to do is they need to just sell the house and move on. I agree 100% with Alison, because I think some people dwelt far too much on the past. And no matter how many answers they get, they're never ever going to be happy, and it's going to rule their life. Mate, this is if I'm talking to Tyler, mate, just forget about it, sort it out, move on. But do you know what it is? Some people are so self-centered that it's always going to be about them, and I believe that's what Tyler is. He's made himself the victim. And mate, it's a childhood diary. It means fuck all now. You're an adult. Grow up. I'll say it's important to me, but even then, I don't believe it.
Look, I've already explained why this is so important to me. Why are you still dragging your feet?
It's just with the way you avoided this place for the last 3 years, I thought you wouldn't want to spend any extra time here.
Oh. So that's what this is about.
Maybe a little. Yeah. It's just... You graduated 3 years ago. And this is the first time we've seen each other in person.
I see, I couldn't find the time.
I wanted to talk to you about that, but it never seemed like the right time.
I tried to visit you. I tried to go to your fireweed graduation. I wanted to bake you a crappy boxed cake and take awkwardly posed photos.
I know.
But you shut me out. All I got was non-responses and half-assed evasions.
I was hiding from everyone.
Look, I didn't want to see anyone. I just started testosterone. And, oh god, I had the worst acne. My emotions were all over the place, and the smells... Allison, the smells... Men smell bad.
I know. I've dated a few.
Look, I needed some time to figure my shit out before I asked anyone else to try. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Okay, so do we have a plan?
So, we have a plan?
Yep. We ask around about Marianne, but we also stick to our repair schedule.
If that's really what you need. Alright, deal.
I think that asking about their mother is going to be one of their biggest
It's been a long
mistakes.
time since I heard that name.
Was I the only one who ever called you that?
Actually, no. I used it at Fireweed for a while, until I settled on Tyler. Most people were pretty chill about the switch. Not everyone, though.
What do you mean?
I had a mentee who refused to call me Tyler. He didn't want my help. He didn't want anyone's help.
I'm sorry. I like the name Tyler, by the way.
Thanks.
Right, so what's this about? Mom and Alison arguing again. At least I'm not the only one Mom screaming at now. She seemed jealous we didn't tell her what we were planning to do in the forest. Ali thinks we should tell her about our vice. I think she knows already. She seemed really upset when I asked to join the hockey team, like it's wrong for me to play a boys' sport. I'm going to keep asking. I will try again next week. She said no again. I'm so mad at her. Why does she always say no? Why didn't she ever let me do what I want to do? Alison and I started writing a story. Well, Alison did. She didn't like it when I tried to change anything. Why can't one of the goblins be a boy goblin? Okay, so the first thing that jumps out of that to me is this is why I think you can't like jump too fast into situations like this with children, because as a kid, was Tyler saying I feel more like a boy because I want to play hockey? Do you know what I mean now? You know how you do associate things being more for boys or more for girls? Did this guy just want to play hockey and his mum was like, oh no, that's a boy sport? Is that why he wanted to transition, or was it something more? You know what I mean? Because kids can be quite fickle. That's why it's best to wait until they're an adult before they make any harsh choices, you know what I mean? So Star Wars yesterday. Oh yeah, love it, a Star Wars. Luke was so great, but Mom found out we watched it and got so mad. She said it glorified war. Would Mom be happier if I could do what she wanted to? When she looks at me, she just doesn't see me. I wish I could show her. I wish I could make her understand. I think she doesn't want to. Alison told me again that it was my fault Mom got angry at us. She's such a suck-up. Mom barely said anything to us in a few days. Ali said she saw her throwing away pages from the Book of Goblins. Do this, do that. I'm sick of her voice. And I'm sick of that dumb name too. I'm Ollie the Goblin. Okay then. I'm just looking at the pictures. I wonder if he thought his mum was that dragon thing. I don't know, I've really got it in for these two. I think these two are bastard children.
Nice ring. Gift from your boyfriend?
Come on. I told you I'm not with anyone right now. Don't rub it in.
Why does it look familiar?
It was
It's
a
the
gift
same
from
ring that
Eddie.
she give you.
He had them both made at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. This ring is supposed to be linked to the one he gave you, in a spiritual way.
Do you believe in all that?
You mean, do I believe we could be linked in some other metaphysical way? You know, other than the one that already lets us share thoughts and memories.
Fair enough. think I'd like to end up somewhere like this, just not here.
Somewhere with more trees than people?
Exactly.
Just go into it with a little more of a plan than Marianne did.
Mary Ann, the mom. She did have a plan.
I think Marianne had a plan at some point. She had all that survivalist gear, mostly working generator.
I think she was making it up as she went along.
Maybe. But maybe that's just how she was at the end. After she lost it. Not a bad view, right?
I
Awesome
forgot
view.
How beautiful it is.
Remember that time we tried to cross the lake after it froze over?
Oh yeah, how can I forget? Marianne lectured us for an hour.
Well, she wasn't wrong at least. It was really dangerous. If we'd fallen in, no more goblins.
We grew up on this lake. We know how to spot thin ice.
Alright. I think that's enough time enjoying the view.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Yeah, I know. I was the one all eager to go, and then I started waxing poetic about the landscape.
go ahead. I'll catch up. Need to respond to a message.
My sister, the social butterfly.
I wonder if she's having boyfriend troubles. 99 problems with a boy ain't one.
Seems we got a trespasser.
Oh.
What the fuck?
You got 5 seconds to talk me into defending my property.
My property, mate.
Your property?
5, 4.
I'm Tyler.
Don't know any Tylers. 3, 2.
Sam!
Ellie? What are you doing out here, girl?
This is our house.
Was I talking to you?
Sam, put the gun down. This is Tyler. My brother.
Your brother? Oh, shit. Huh. I guess I heard about all that, but I never... Damn, you look like a real man.
So do you, Sam.
You know what I mean. I just didn't know they could make a woman look so much like a man.
See, you can't get like angry at someone like that. Like, this guy doesn't strike us as being nasty. He's just surprised. You know what I mean? Like you've got to understand that it's different. It's not the usual, and people are going to be like thrown off, but they don't necessarily mean ill towards you. I'm just me.
You know, I'm just trying to be me. It's just who I am.
Well, I've seen a couple of lady transvestites on the TV before, but I've never seen a dude.
Sam, that's
Oh, he's
not
getting
how you
angry.
say
What are you
that.
getting angry for?
Say
He's
what?
clenching his fist.
Transvestites?
Yes. It's transgender. Transgender men.
I'm sorry. It's hard to keep track out here in Delos Crossing. The world's just moving on without us.
It's fine. Let's just change the subject.
Works for me. Tyler.
Thanks, Sam.
So yeah, I think this guy's all right.
So, what are you doing here exactly?
Oh, well, I've been kind of keeping an eye on this place for you, you know? It's like patching the roof, checking the pipes, you know, all that stuff.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, yeah, that's no big deal. I just, you know, your mama, she was a special lady. She deserved much better than, you know, what you got.
Didn't you used to help Marianne with repairs and building projects?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, seeing as your mama never had a man around, I just took it on myself to help her keep this place standing.
How antiquated of you.
Thanks. I guess you two are still aiming to sell the place?
That's the plan. Which, by the way, we need your keys.
Since apparently you went and changed the locks?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, selling your mother's house? Are you sure? Bad or could. It's all you've got left of her.
I don't believe that. I think a lot of people put a lot of sentimental value in things. I don't. Like, all the memories you've got. You wouldn't just keep a house because it had. I know it's nice. I've been there before, but it's in these guys' situation, you just want to get rid of it, wouldn't you? No one asked you. Well, there's no need to be hostile. A few bad memories too, I'll say.
Not all. I'm sure the gun she tried to kill us with is still somewhere in there.
Tyler!
Oh, mate. This guy's so childish.
What Tyler means is, a fresh start is what we both need.
Of course. This place has got to be full of all kinds of bad memories. But maybe some good ones, too?
Okay, so what have we got? Hold to speak using your voice. He's hammered, we should go. Oh, wait there, I want to find out, were you too close?
How well did you know her?
Not as well as I thought. When I heard what happened that night, well, I figured people were bullshitting me.
It really surprised you, didn't it?
Much as anything ever has. Other folks say they saw it coming. Not me.
Oh, I think he really liked her. I think him and her were like not necessarily pretty close, but I think they got on really well. Like good mutual friends, you know what I mean? I wonder if he made the puzzle on the door. He probably did.
Did you help with her door?
Her door?
The puzzle on her bedroom door.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you two kept sneaking in, giving her no privacy, huh? You ever solve it?
Yep. Better late than never, I guess.
Never solved it myself. I mean, not that I wanted to.
Oh, you got to go in there and sniff her knickers, didn't you?
Guess you know all your mama's secrets now, huh?
Well, she may have one or two left.
Right, let's have a chat with Allison. We should go.
We should get going.
That's all you think we'll get out of him?
But what else? Well, I do have more questions. What can I ask him about?
I guess I could ask him a few more questions.
Okay.
I can't ask him anything else.
Allie, can you hear me?
Ty, you can't do this when we're in the middle of talking to someone.
But this is pointless. He's hammered.
He's always hammered. And who knows? Maybe it'll make him chatty. Now come on. People think our family is weird enough.
Everything okay with you two?
Yes.
Oh. All right.
Oh, maybe I've already asked him everything, right? I don't know how I can get much else out of him. Let's go.
We should get going.
Maybe it was just a failsafe in case he didn't ask those questions
What do you think
first.
we'll get out of him?
He's too wasted to be of any more help.
I'll tell him to get a move on then. Well, we've got a supply run to make, and Uncle Eddie's expecting a visit. So,
Right. Yeah, of course. Get going, you two.
Sam, we all gotta get going.
Oh. Of course. Of course, yeah, I got lots to do myself. Lots of to-dos on old Sam's list. And you don't want to keep Brown waiting, you know?
Thanks for looking out for this place.
Happy to do it. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything. Anything at all. You hear?
Oh, bless him. I think he's kind of like...
Sam?
Huh?
Sam?
Huh?
The keys?
Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course. Yeah, they're yours. This place, it meant a lot to your mother. It almost felt like it was a part of her, and it's like some part of her is alive here still.
Hopefully the house doesn't turn out to be a murderous psycho that tries to kill us
Oh,
in our sleep,
mate.
huh?
Fucking
Yeah.
give it a rest.
Well, take care of yourself, both of you.
Hey,
Now, is
so-
this... Sorry, I'm just going to pause it there. This guy's always going to define his life by what happened there. It's always going to be, oh, well, I was trying to... My mother tried to kill me when I was younger. That's all. That's the only crack he'll ever have throughout his entire life. Because he's fucking not mature enough to move on from it. Do you know what nobody else around you needs to hear about? Why your mother attempted to kill you. No one gives a fuck. You know what I mean? You're here now, you survived, think yourself lucky, get on with life.
We really do have a lot to do.
Okay, go on. I'll be right behind you.
It just really winds me up when people are just self-centered. They only think about themselves and their problems as if that's the only thing that matters in the world. Mate, everybody's got problems. You're not the only one with issues. And in fact, you didn't realise how much you've got going for you. You know what I mean? But I think this is a good start to the game. Because I think we're going to see these characters change over time and it's going to be really, really interesting. Right, what I want to do there, I want to call it an episode there, so when we come back next episode, I've just seen the game save there, which is what I think I'll start doing. I'll call episodes around about where the game saves, just so we can always got a hard place to start from. Okay then lads, hope you enjoyed the episode. We found a little bit about what happened to the mom. We didn't find out where she went after she had the shotgun in the garage when Tyler cut his hair. That's going to be interesting to find out more. And I guess we're going to go and see their mother's best friend now. Okay lads, hope you enjoyed the episode. See you in the next one.